What is going on, Meta Gang? Special welcome to all you new viewers and a quick shout out to all you faithfuls. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you can stay tuned on everything Meta. Alright, let's dig right in. Today we're going to talk about this massive tech sell-off and the NFT markets. What we've seen is a lot of these stock prices in the tech industry, as well as Bitcoin, Ether, and a lot of other cryptocurrencies, have been decreasing a lot lately as a part of a broader tech sell-off. And what's happening is a lot of institutional investors are quickly dumping these risky assets, causing a lot of market stress. Now, why is this happening? A lot of this was triggered by the Federal Reserve recently releasing minutes showing that they're eyeing a faster timetable for raising interest rates this year. And as you know, if you may not know, as interest rates increase, holding volatile investments such as Bitcoin and Ethereum ends up producing little income when you compare it to more attractive government bonds. So a lot of these institutional investors are really reallocating, they're shifting their portfolios and focusing a lot more on some of these government bonds and getting ready to deploy money there as opposed to holding riskier assets. Now, why is the government planning on increasing rates? It's simply to fight inflation. 2021 saw inflation increasing a lot. Prices increased, over 6% for, household goods, a lot of different things. And a lot of this is because COVID-19. When COVID-19 happened, the Federal Reserve decreased rates a lot just in an effort to, try to keep business as normal, try not so that the economy doesn't collapse and we don't see what happened in 2008. So essentially, they're just trying to raise these rates to fight inflation. Now, shifting a little bit and looking at the NFT markets, the NFT market has been booming. 2021 saw an astounding $41 billion in sale, and a lot of this can be attributed to the improving technology in 2021, as well as the celebrity involvement that we've seen. Eminem just purchased an NFT for a couple $100,000 last week. We're seeing a lot of better public awareness as well, but hype is increasing it a lot. People are just buying them just to say that they own it. And one thing, in my opinion, that's been really huge is the value appreciation of Ether. A lot of people that are holding Ether saw their value increase a lot, and they're becoming a lot more risk sensitive into making these purchases. They're not necessarily, transferring millions of dollars from their personal bank account into wallets and making NFT purchases. What's happening is they're already holding these NFTs. They're already holding this Ether, and they feel like they have a lot more money to play around with. So it's Ether rich folks gambling with what feels like house money. And what we can see in 22, we can see two things happen. We can either see the volume of Ether continue to stay the same while the dollar transaction amount decreases, or we can see them both decreasing, which indicates that people just have a lot less confidence into the crypto market. They're becoming a lot more bearish and they're a little bit more scared about what's to come. So we're gonna have to stay tuned and see what's happening. But what I will say is when we look at startups in the space, we're seeing a lot of tremendous growth there. OpenSea is the largest NFT marketplace, and they just raised $300 million in a Series C round by venture capitalist investors, valuing the company at $13.3 billion. What's insane is that just 6 months ago, they were valued at $1.5 billion. So in just a few months, they increased by almost 10 times. And they've seen an insane amount of growth. Transaction volume for them increased over 600 times last year. They've seen $2.4 billion in transaction volume last month alone, with hundreds of millions of dollars being raked in fees last year. And what they do is they take a 2.5% take rate, essentially, of transaction volume. So whatever the transaction volume is, they take about 2.5% of that as revenue. And we are seeing a lot of others, such as Coinbase, even GameStop, really eyeing the NFT marketplaces and really trying to get involved in as well, building their own marketplaces and trying to get involved. That's all I got for you guys today, but please stay tuned. We're gonna spend 2022 really exploring NFTs, the metaverse, crypto, and breaking down what's happening and opportunities for us to get involved in it as well. Thank you.